Let me tell you something real quick, man. When you decide to sell out the race, man, it makes everything harder for the people in your race because you cannot survive on your own. Nobody can survive on their own, man. Together, you're stronger. If everybody get on code, you're stronger. But when you got like motherfuckers that will sell the race out for only a few scraps, it makes life harder for the people in your race, man. You see what I'm saying? You got black women out here selling out. You got Uncle Toms and Coons selling out behind bars. You know, foot shufflers or whatever they call them. A foot shuffler, foot shuffler. That's what they call them. It makes it harder for the black man when you sell out your race, bro. And when you stick together, it makes life easier. When I was in jail, them Norteños, they're looking after their people, man. When a new Norteño come in, when a new Norteño come in the door in jail, they looking out for him, bro. Making sure he got food, making sure he's not starving. In jail, bro, I fucking nearly starved a couple of nights, man. But I was the only one in jail looking out for other black men, man. That's a goddamn shame, man. Don't get me wrong, there was some black men that were looking after me and shit like that. The dude on the top bunk, he gave me a spoon, you know, because in jail you gotta keep up with your spoon and shit, or you're gonna be eating with cardboard. You know, they serve you food in a cardboard box, and if you forget your fucking spoon, best believe you're gonna be ripping that cardboard box open to create a fucking spoon out of it. I forgot my spoon once, and I never forgot it after that. I even threw my spoon away like once or twice because I forgot. But when you decide that you're going to sell your race out, man, it makes it harder on black people, man. Like I said, man, I was in jail and not a single soul offered me some food, bruh, but a Norteño. The only motherfucker that offered me some food was a Norteño, bro. Somebody out of my race gave me a bologna sandwich and some mayo, bro, when I was sitting there waiting for dinner, bro. And there were about 4 black men in my unit, bro. They didn't reach out to like, hey, brother, you need some food? I was the one doing that. I went up to there was an African brother inside of in the jail where I was at. He didn't. It looked like he didn't have nothing on his books, man. I walked up to him and I gave him some top ramen and some chips, man. I was looking after my brothers, man, behind bars, bro. I was looking after my brothers, man, because I feel like, man, this whole entire system has turned us against each other. You can't look after black. You can't look after other black people. You know, you gotta you got a coon and you got a sellout and you got a tap dance, foot shuffling, foot shuffler. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can get a meal. I refuse to sell my race out, man. Have I dated outside my race when it comes to women? Yeah. But after a while, as I got older, I started realizing that hey, that's not the way to go. You get older, you start seeing things for yourself, man. And if you decide to marry and have kids with a non-black woman, that's called selling out, man. You sold out. Oh man, black women ain't this, black women ain't that. But I'm like, bro, you still sold out, man. It don't matter if you know black women got problems or issues. It don't matter. You still sold out. You have sold out, bro. And it makes it harder because then who else out there looking out for you, bro? You in jail, not a single soul walks up to you and gives you a piece of food, and you the one going around playing Santa Claus in jail, giving motherfuckers food to eat, giving all you can. Hell, the motherfucker on the top bunk, the brother on the top bunk, I gave him the rest of my stash, and I gave him $120. He gonna be eating for at least like a month or so, bro. He gonna be eating good off that shit. Cause I look after my people, bro, and I want my people to be happy. All this selling out and stuff like that, it makes life harder on the next black man. Why would you want the next black man to suffer, man? Because you suffered, because your parents wasn't shit, because your parents treated you like shit. Nah, you can't take that out on the next black man, bro. Whatever you went through in the past with your parents, you know what I'm saying, selling you out, you can't do it. My parents sold me out, bro. My parents were sellouts, including my dad. Even though my dad was pro black, but he never took care of me, man. After 10 years old, he left. But he was really, really abusive, though. He was crazy. We couldn't keep him around. We couldn't keep him around the house, man. He was gonna end up beating me to death. He go too far with the whoopings. It wasn't like he used the belt. This motherfucker used to slap you with his bare hand, with an open hand, upside the head. You know what I'm saying? Can't have an abusive motherfucker around like that. So my mom decided to get rid of his ass. He went too far with the fucking whoopings, bro. It's different when you giving your child a whooping with a belt. When you slap them upside the head with a fucking open hand, that's like, man, you taking it too far. A belt is not as lethal as a hand or a fist, bro. A belt, it just gives you whelps. It gives you whelps across your booty and your back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not stiff. It's not gonna create any damage, no real serious damage. But a hand or a fist, and thank God he never really punched nobody with his fist, my father. But he used to slap motherfuckers upside the head with an open hand, man. My sister got slapped upside the head with an open hand, and she was only like 4 or 5 years old. That's the reason why my father had to leave, man. Because he was. That's the reason why my mother got rid of him, because he became too abusive. He was going too far with the whoopings. Yeah, it's okay to discipline your child, but you cannot discipline your child with an open hand and definitely a fist. A belt, yes. A switch off the tree, yeah. You gotta discipline your child. But the guy was going too far with the whoopings. That's the reason my father had to leave the house, bro. And ever since then, he never took care of us. He didn't send us no money. He didn't send us nothing, bro. Not even a birthday card or Christmas card. None of that shit, bro. He stopped taking care of us after 10 years old. And a white man had to step in and take his place and buy all the things that we needed and shit. My mother started dating a white man after my father had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because she kicked him out because he was too abusive. After that, my mother dated a white man. The white man fed us good, man. The man had a heart of gold, bro. He used to take us to Blockbuster Video. You know what I'm saying? He used to take us to Blockbuster Video when Blockbuster Video was going on. You guys, if you guys remember, if you're around my age, you remember Blockbuster Video. Well, every Friday, he used to take us to to the market, okay, and get us some crab, and take us shopping and shit like that. My mother, she loved the crab Louis. You know what I'm saying? And I used to have to fix it for her, every Friday night. Put the onions and the mayo with the crab, and I forgot what else we put in there. I think it was lettuce or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the man had money, bro. The white man had money. Okay? The white man had money. He came around, he spent that shit every fucking week. We was going to Blockbuster Video every fucking week, bro. And I used to rent video games, the ones I really wanted, because this guy had money. The guy owned a car shop. He was selling used old school cars from the 70s, bro. Back in the day, remember when back in the 90s when motherfuckers was driving around in Novas and 70s cars and all that other stuff? They used to fix that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Cadillacs and all that other stuff from the 70s. The guy was making at least $3,000 a week, bro. Every time he sell a car, it was like $1,700, $1,800, $2,000. That was a lot of money back in the early 90s, bro. The guy made I think he made about $4,000 a month, bro. You see what I'm saying? And my mother, you could call her a sellout, man, because she started dating a man of another race. But the black man, left her behind with no child support, no money, nothing. So the white man was like, you left this behind, brother? I'm going to take this shit. She got kids, it don't matter. Because my mom was pretty, man. The reason why she got that white man to simp for her, because she was pretty. And the white man that she was dating, that used to take us to Blockbuster Video, he was sub 5. And my mother she wasn't attracted to him, but he had money, bro. See what I'm saying? He came around, he simped for us, bro. You feel me? You know, after a while, you know, she stopped seeing him because of some goddamn drama in the Jehovah Witnesses. But he was a Jehovah Witness, man, and she was a Jehovah Witness too. That's how they met, in the Jehovah Witness Kingdom Hall. Kingdom Hall. She made a mistake of letting that man go, and we fucking starved after that, fighting over food in the refrigerator. Bruh, when he was around, we had plenty of fucking food. Matter of fact, we had cereal in the pantry that wasn't even touched. We had, Kicks, berry Kicks. Remember the berry Kicks? You know what I'm saying, with the rabbit on it? But it was berry. We had that up in there, man, and it wasn't touched for months. We had so much food in there, bro. We were so spoiled. But my mom, she was so fucking stupid at the time. She let that man go, and then she went back to dating black men. But the black man she was dating was broke and on drugs. So she fell back in her drug habit, left the Jehovah Witnesses and stuff, and all the other stuff. Just sold out completely. The reason why black people gotta stick together, bro, and any race of people should stick together, man. It's just not black people. It should be any race of people. You have to stick together. You all you got. You ain't got nothing else, bro. Your family is all you have. You should never turn against your family, ever. But your family turn against you. That's a different story. See, in my case, my family turned against me. Not my whole entire family, but my mother and my father, man. Yeah, they did the best they could, but they didn't do enough. So when you sell out your race, life becomes harder because then you have no black person looking after you. I was behind bars, bro, and I wasn't tripping about starving 8 hours from 11 to like 7, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. I wasn't tripping about starving, and I wanted to fast anyway, and to lose weight, and I lost weight. I lost weight, but when I was sitting there hungry, starving, didn't no black person walk up to me and say, you know what, bro, here's some food, and I imagine that they didn't have much themselves because a lot of black people that was in there, they didn't have that much money on their books, bro. The brother that was sleeping on the top bunk, I think he had like $20 on his books, bro. That was it. That's not a lot of money on your books, bro. $20, that's not a lot of money. Now $60, that you can do something with that. Behind bars, you got $60 on your books. That's a lot of money. But $20, you ain't getting shit with that, bro. My sister came to the rescue, bro. Gave me $60 on top of my $80 that I had in there. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate her for sending me, for putting money on my books. But boy, inside that jail cell, there was a bunch of cooning and buffooning. Some black people walked by me like I was a stranger, bro. They walked behind me. They walked by me like I was a stranger, and they didn't even know me. But what they would do is they go talk to other races of people, and hang out with them. And then when they see you, they just ignore you. like a fly on the wall, like you're not even there. See, me, I feed off of energy, man. Like, I try to make contact with my brothers up in there, and say what's up, and they won't give me a what's up back. And I'm like, oh, okay, you one of those. The moment a black man, you know, uh, the moment a black man don't say hi to you, don't say what's up back to you, he's not one of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not like us, bro. Like Kendrick Lamar said, bro. Like Kendrick Lamar said, they not like us. And they're not like us. I should walk up to my brother and say what's up. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yeah, what's up, bro? Like I said, there was some black people in there looking out for me, man. It wasn't like I was completely alone. But when I saw my peoples, I walk up and give them dap and give them a handshake and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was up in there, you know. But the moment I see a motherfucker cooning in that jail cell, bro, not saying hi to his peoples, that's when I saw, okay, this guy's a sellout. Don't get me wrong. You can go and talk to different races of people. I don't care. But just don't, ignore your brother from your own race. You got to walk up to your brother and be like, you new here, bro? What's up with it, bro? How you doing? That's all I wanted to hear. But you got black people behind bars that would hang out with different races of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with hanging out with different races of people. We got to get along because we share the same space. We share the same land, so we got to get along. But say what's up to your peoples while you at it. Have black people in there just looking at me. Oh, who is this motherfucker? I don't want to talk to him, man. Fuck that motherfucker, man. Fuck that motherfucker. That's how I felt when some of them black people, them black men in there, was ignoring me. You see what I'm saying? And didn't even check if I was okay, man. Like, hey, bro, you need some food or something? I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like that, bro. And then it wasn't like that. What they gave me when I went up in there, they gave me, of course, dude gave this one brother, he gave me a shirt. He gave me some, the brother on top of the top bunk, the one I left the money with, he gave me some deodorant. And he gave me some extra food at lunch at one time. You know what I'm saying? He gave me some extra food, and I appreciate that. He was looking out for me, man. Like I said, I wasn't completely alone in there, man. I had a few people looking out for me, but it wasn't like a whole lot of support like I saw with the North Daniels. The North Daniels, bro, they look after their people, bro, making sure you take a shower and everything. And same thing with me, bro. Like, when I walked in, a nigga was funky when I walked in because I was walking so far that I had got funky walking with all the sweat on me. And the older brother that was in there, I think he was like 70 or something. And he was just like, man, you gotta take a shower, man. You funky. I said, okay, I'm gonna take a shower. I went and took a shower and shit like that. And I wasn't completely alone, but it was just like I wasn't getting that same support. I wasn't getting that same support that the North Daniels was giving each other, bro. Did I receive food? No, but I received utensils, deodorant, a tile, you know what I'm saying, to take a shower with, a face cloth. That's all I received when I was in jail. But food, no. Did nobody walk up and say, hey, let me give you this food real quick. The only person that gave me food was one of the leaders of the North Daniel clique, bro. He saw me sitting there just with my hand on my head. It's around 3 p.m. And best believe, bro, I was starving. I was starving. And he walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, what's up, brother?" Because I overheard him talk about his girlfriend and how his girlfriend, well, his ex-girlfriend. It wasn't his real girlfriend. It wasn't his current girlfriend, but it was his ex-girlfriend. And his ex-girlfriend was like, "Motherfucker, I went through your phone and I knew it. I fucking knew it." And I overheard that. I was like, "Oh my God, bro. You see these females, they don't never quit. They go through your phone, and the moment they see something they don't like, they say, aha, I knew it." But they weren't even together no more. You know what I'm saying? So we had a conversation and stuff like that, man. And dude had power. Let me tell you, some of these Northaniels, bro, they not starving behind bars, bro. Especially the leaders, the gang leaders, and the high ranking. They not starving, bro. They got food. They got snacks. You feel what I'm saying? They run that jail, man, where I was staying at, bro. The Northaniels, they run that shit, but they respectful though. They was really respectful people, man. They wasn't looking for no trouble and try to beat you up and stuff like that. They just wanted peace in there, man. They wanted to do their time. The only beef that they had was with each other. When they got drunk, they want to fight each other and shit. But other than that, man, nobody was on no, let's beat him up because he's black. No, they wasn't like that, bro. They treated me with respect. They gave me food. I had niggas in the high ranks of the Northaniels giving me food, bro, offering me food and all that other stuff. And that shit is hard to come by in jail, bro. You feel me? For somebody to give you a bologna sandwich, that shit is hard to come by. I took that bologna sandwich, man. I ate that motherfucker because I was hungry. But I'm like, black people need to really start looking out for each other. You feel what I'm saying? Just like the Northaniels, they look after each other, making sure their peoples are not starving, making sure they got food. Like I said, man, there was a new Northaniel that moved to the top of my bunk bed because the guy the brother, he wanted a bottom bunk, so he moved a few beds over for a bunk, right? For a bottom bunk, because you don't want to be on the top bunk and shit like that. But the motherfucker, when I came in, I ain't gonna lie, bro. He didn't give me shit. He didn't offer me shit, bro. I got more love from Northaniels, people that wasn't even in my own race, helping me out than people that was in my race. Then again, there was hardly any money on a lot of the black people in that jail cell on their books. I see what they was getting. A little tiny fucking packet. And everybody, when my packet came, nigga, I had top ramen. I had a lot of shit, bro. My packet was big, bro. It was big. The reason why I got a lot of shit, because I wanted to feed my people. That's why I got a lot of shit. They were like, what's up, bro? You ain't gonna be here for very long. Why you got a whole lot of food? Why you got all them chips? Why you got all that top ramen? Why you got all them Snickers and Milky Ways and shit? Why you got all that? Because I'm trying to feed my people. That's why I got all that, bro. You see what I'm saying? So I gave the rest to the dude on the top bunk. I gave him something. I gave the African brother something. The other two brothers, man, they wasn't really around. I didn't really make a connection with them. You know what I'm saying? The other guy, he was being stingy with his lunch meat at lunch, and I didn't want to give him nothing. I'm like, bro, you was being stingy with your lunch meat. And then when my stuff had came, I didn't give him nothing. He was mad. I'm like, well, nigga, you was being stingy with your lunch meat when I had 0 lunch meat and you had 2. We could have both had 1 each, and I would have gave you something, bro. When my packet had came, all the black people was broke in there, bro. They had very little money on their books, bro. The OG, I don't know how old he was. I think it's 60 or 70 or something. The nigga barely had money on his books, bro. The other brother, I don't know, something was wrong with him. I think he was slow or retarded or something like that. Um, Slow and retarded, man. He just didn't. Me and him never really connected, man. So I didn't feel a reason to give him anything. But the other brother that was around my age, he was like 20. He was like 47. I'm 44. So we both share the same type of music and shit like that, and we remember the same type of music. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him most of my shit, and I would have gave them something. But the motherfuckers was cooning, bro. They was cooning. You know what I'm saying? Brainwashed. A lot of black people are brainwashed. Like, why don't you look after your peoples, huh? You know, you get a little bit of money and you get this, you get that, and you just say, fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with a lot of like black people, man. No, black people don't look after themselves most of the time. Not all of them. Not all of us. You know, when I was in there, I was looking out for the brothers, man. I was like, man, let me hook you up. Let me give you this. Let me give you that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the mindset of the motherfuckers in there, man, was me, me, me. Look after me. Look after me. And I could tell the motherfucker on top bunk, he didn't have no money, bro. I could look at his shoes. You know, because online, you could order like pairs of shoes. You know, some of them Bruce Lee shoes and shit. Was it some white ones? You could order that shit, man, and look all clean. There was some dudes in there. They had the Bruce Lee shoes on, all white, and they were looking clean. It wasn't like worn down. When I look at his shit was worn down, tore up from the flow up. There wasn't white no more. They were black. You know what I'm saying? And worn and fucking just looked like he was just straight up poor. And I'm like, yeah, he ain't got money on his books. And then the OG that was like what, 60 or something like that. I think he was 60 or something like that. And he didn't have no money on his books. I seen him sitting over there by himself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he had a little bit of money on his books, but it wasn't a lot. I was the nigga in there with the most money on his books, bro. You feel me? I was the most nigga. I was in there. Man, everybody looked at me like, God damn, look at the size of your packet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, when my packet came, nigga, because I spent about $50. That's a lot of goddamn money, bro, on your books. Bro, I went in there, I spent 50. I brought some rice. I brought top ramen. I bought chips. I bought coffee, because I don't really fuck with coffee that much, man. It brings my blood sugar up. It brings my blood pressure up. So I gave the coffee to the guy that was on top of the bunk. The brother that was on top of the bunk. I gave him coffee. And I thought, wow, I saw him walking around with coffee. And I didn't see that before I gave it to him. I said, well, I'm glad I made a motherfucker smile. You see what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to see him smile. You know, I wanted to see the brother smile, walking around with a coffee in his hand. Because coffee is hard to come by in jail, bro. You got to understand, some things are very valuable in jail, like coffee, Snickers, Milky Way, of course, top ramen, rice. All that shit is valuable behind bars, bro. A hot commodity, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him the coffee, bro. I don't drink coffee much, especially if it's like no milk in it. There's no creamer. I'm not gonna drink it. But I gave it to him. I gave him cookies. Cookies is hard to come by, man. That's fucking, you know, that's something that's a hot commodity, bro. Whatever, like they don't serve in the kitchen, it's a hot commodity. They don't serve cookies. They don't serve coffee. They don't serve Snickers. Sometimes they might serve chips for your lunch and shit like that. Sometimes, maybe like once a week you get some chips. But other than that, bro, they're not serving the good shit that you got on your books. You know what I'm saying? You can only get that shit with the money on your books, bro. And sadly, I saw a lot of black people in there with hardly any money on their books. And if they did have money on their books, it wasn't a whole lot. You see what I'm saying? So I came to the rescue. Da-da-da-da. Ordered a bunch of shit. I ordered 50? Like I said, $50 worth of shit, bro. All the inmates was like, God damn, nigga, you ain't gonna be here that long. Why you order all that shit? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sharing it with somebody. That's why. I'm not gonna be here for very long, but this nigga is. The nigga on the top bunk, he was gonna be there for another month. So I had to share it with him, and I shared it with the African brother. There was 2 other brothers in there, man. But the dude, he wanted to be stingy with his lunch meat when I didn't have anything. And he was going to give it to somebody else. But when it came to me, he like, man, I'm going to eat my lunch meat. Fuck all that, bro. I was like, what? Like, bro, I got no lunch meat. You got 2. You got 2. You can't give me one? Okay, fuck it. When my shit come, don't ask me for shit. And when my shit came, man, I didn't give him shit. So he was mad. He was like, man, I can't believe he didn't give me nothing. I'm like, yeah, because you sold out. That's why, bro. You gotta share. The only way black people can fucking get somewhere, bro, in life as a group, you gotta share. If everybody's being me, and being hoggish and shit like that, the race won't get nowhere, bro. What did Tupac said? When Tupac did that changes, you see what I'm saying? When Tupac did the changes, what'd he say? He said, you know what I'm saying? What'd he say? We could never go nowhere unless we share with each other. Remember that shit on changes? I got love for my brother, but we could never go nowhere unless we share with each other. You gotta learn how to share, bro. I think a lot of black parents didn't teach their child how to share. My mother didn't teach me how to share, bro. I had to learn that on my own. You know what I'm saying? Share with your sister. Share with the people in your race. Share. It ain't gonna hurt you to share, bro. And when you do a whole lot of sharing, people remember you, bro. When you hoggish and you don't share and you think about yourself, nobody's gonna remember you, bro. Matter of fact, motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with you. When you break off a piece of what you got and give it to the same person in your race, man, they're gonna remember that shit for the rest of their life. So if they ever blow up and become big, they're gonna remember you. But a lot of niggas out here, man, they scared to share and they don't wanna share. They sell the race out, bro. It makes it harder for the next black man when you sell out. All these motherfuckers like Candace Owens and all that other shit is selling out for a little bit of change, bro. Not for $1 billion, but for a few $1,000s, they'll sell out. For $10,000, they'll sell out. And it makes it harder for the next black man to come up because there's so many goddamn coons and sellouts and motherfuckers who don't want to do nothing. Just cooning and buffooning, as they call it, right? In the pro-black community, right? Uncle Tom I used to hear my dad say this all the time. Uncle Tom, a foot shuffler. That's what my dad, when I was very, very young, he used to say that shit, man. Uncle Tom, a foot shuffler. You know what I'm saying? A sellout. And nowadays they call him an Uncle Ruckus nowadays, man. You know what I'm saying? Just hate black skin all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that when I was behind bars, I didn't get a whole lot of support. I'm sorry, I didn't. I got a little bit of support from people outside of my community, bro. That's a goddamn shame. Goddamn shame, bro. Goddamn shame. You know. Anyway, what time is it? Yeah, it's time for me to end this video. I'm done with this shit right now, man. You guys gotta realize that, man, black people gotta stick together like glue, man, or you're not gonna survive as a race. You know, black people don't stick together, you ain't gonna survive. If everybody is cooning and selling the race out, there's gonna be no more black people in the next 15 years. Or not that long, not that soon, but next 50. The next 50 years, ain't gonna be no more black people. You see what I'm saying? Other races of people, they stick together, bro. For the most part, Asian people stick with Asian people, bro. They do business with their own kind. But I think this system has brainwashed a lot of black people, though, bro. My thing is, I think a lot of black people have been brainwashed, and there's a lot of self-hatred going on. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, every single race got motherfuckers who don't like themselves. You know, they got self-hate and shit like that. But black people got it the most, man. From what I experienced, a lot of coons and sellouts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of buffooning. You know what I'm saying? Even behind bars, I was observing this shit. I was sitting back and I was like, let's see who's really down with the black people up in here and who's not. The moment I was in there, I observed all the black people up in there. Motherfucker walk up to you and act like you don't exist. Just walk right past you. I'm like, damn, really? And then it's repetitive too. It's not like they walk past you like one time and then act like you don't exist. They walk past you 10 times and act like you don't exist. Other black men just walk past you like you don't exist. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to make eye contact with you and say what's up. Oh, nah, this nigga ain't shit. I walk right past him. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? Then we go say what's up to this other race of person, this white person over here, or this Hispanic guy. Then we go say what's up to him first. I don't know this Negro over here. Fuck that nigga. I'm gonna go over here and talk with the Hispanic people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying there's nothing wrong. But I'm saying you gotta acknowledge your brother first and then go talk to other different races of people, man. You see what I'm saying? Man, don't ignore me and shit. It makes it hard. So let's say okay, you behind bars, right? You just ignoring the nigga that's sitting there, you know, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say nothing to him. You didn't say what's up to him, even though he tried to make eye contact with you, and you just kept your head down, kept it moving. Okay, this nigga all of a sudden got like $200 on his books. You think he gonna want to share with you, bro? After you done kept your head down and kept it moving and didn't want to talk to him, didn't want to speak. Don't get me wrong. There was some few, motherfuckers that was solid up in here and walked up to me and said, "What's up, bro? How you doing, bro? We gotta stick together up in here, man." I had a few niggas do that to me when I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? You doing good? You okay? You all right? I had a few niggas in jail walk up to me, solid cats. But they didn't walk up and give me food. I didn't get no food from them niggas. I got a hello, but I didn't get no food in the motherfuckers, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I gotta look after my peoples, man. And I'm glad I put a smile on dude's face. The guy that was on the top bunk, guy was walking around with his coffee. He was happy. And it made me happy to see my people's happy, man. It was just like, man, I'm glad I could hook him up with that coffee. I didn't want none because, I'm a diabetic, or I'm a pre-diabetic, and I got high blood pressure, so I can't fuck with too much coffee, especially if it's black. I can't fuck with black coffee. I could fuck with coffee with creamer in it, but he had that black coffee. Nowhere in the world I was gonna touch that shit. But I was glad that he was walking around smiling and in a better mood with it. You know what I'm saying? Because coffee brings happiness in jail, man. You feel me? Because it's a hot commodity. It's rare. Coffee is rare in jail. You got to get it on your books. And when you don't have money on your books, you can't get coffee. Anyway, I'm going to end this video, bro. Just wanted to make that quick video. Black people got to learn how to stick together, and life will be easier, bro. I made his life easier. I made the dude on the top bunk, the brother on the top bunk, I made his life easier because I came in, I started sharing. The moment I got my shit, the moment I got money on my books, I start sharing right away. I even gave him the pin code to my thing so he can get the books while I'm gone, man. I gave him $100 and something before I left. Man, he gonna eat good for a month. As long as he in there, he gonna eat good. To me, $100 ain't shit. But behind bars, $100 is a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I made a difference in somebody's life. That's all I care about. Making a difference in somebody else's life, bro. Seeing them smile and shit. Being happy. You feel me? Being happy. Share. Could people share with me? Why I can't share with nobody? People share with me, bro, all the time. You know what I'm saying? The North Daniel, and he had a high rank, and I could tell because he was sitting with the leader of the North Daniels at the table. They was all eating burritos, and that's fucking rare too. Burritos are rare. Burritos are rare too behind bars, bro. But he was sitting there with the one leader and the other leader and the other leader. There was like three leaders of the Nathaniel clique. And I could tell he had a high ranking. You know what I'm saying? He offered me some food, and I took it. The second time I didn't take it, man, because I was on the fast and shit, man. I was trying to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? He asked, yeah, man, I got food, man. You good, man? I'm like, man, I'm good. I can't have no food this time, man. I'm trying to fast so I can lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? And me not eating like 7 hours is working. You see the fucking weight I lost when I came out of jail? That's because a lot of the times I went like 8 hours without food. 8 hours. From 11 to like 7. We have our lunch around 11 o'clock. We don't get our dinner until 7 p.m. And boy, once you get there, you starving. But that meal, it will fill you up. The best meal in jail is dinner, bro. Not breakfast, not lunch, dinner. Lunch was the worst because all you got was lunch meat, bread, mayo, and you didn't even get no goddamn mustard. Mustard is a hot commodity in jail too, because they don't serve mustard up in there. The moment I got out, bro, I went to go get me some mustard. I said, fuck it. Got me a hot dog and put some mustard on that motherfucker. You gotta understand, bro. I never appreciated mustard until I got out of jail. Yeah, I'm able to taste the mustard. You know, in jail you don't get it. You get mayo, but you don't get mustard. You feel what I'm saying? Or salt. Salt is a hot commodity too. You don't get salt on your shit. You don't get salt on on anything, bro. On anything. You get lunch meat. There's no salt on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in this video. You guys have a good night, bro. I gotta get some sleep. I gotta work out tomorrow in the morning. So I'm gonna focus on sleeping early. You guys have a good night. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out. I gotta go.